alternate dimensions. Imagine meeting like a bunch of weirdos with like feet for hands or feet for eyes or, something more creative than that.
New York ComicCon. This is Zach from Screen Rant, and I'm here with the gang of Star Trek Lower Decks.
Wow, we're a gang
We're a gang now.
We're a gang.
Yeah,
That's what happens.
Watch out.
5 seasons, you're officially a gang.
5 seasons, you're a gang. I hear this is the final season. I also hear this might just be the best season. What can you tell me about that?
Ooh.
Wow.
Did you hear it was the best season from Garrett Wong?
I may or may not have heard that from Garrett.
Because he's been dying to be on our show forever.
He has, and he killed it. He's
crushed.
so funny. He's so animated.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
We've been wanting to have Harry Kim in Lower Decks for so long, but we had to find a fun enough reason to have him on. Like we just didn't want him to come in and have it be like window dressing or something where like, it was like, and here he is. And it's a really cool story we do with him.
Yeah.
I mean, I imagine it's related to the promotions that everyone got at the end of last season. Almost everyone got at the end of last season.
I at first second, I thought you meant like we got promoted.
Oh, that we?
At like Paramount Plus, and I was like,
Oh,
wait,
yeah, you run so
I was like,
We all
I didn't
did
get
so sorry,
promoted.
Noel.
Oh my
Sorry, Noel.
Sorry.
I'm SVP of CFO.
Yeah.
And you canceled it anyway.
So, I'm new to the job. I'm new to it.
So, Jack,
Yes, sir.
you got a taste of captaincy
I did.
last season. Is that an addiction? How are you going to deal with that? How's Boimler going to handle that?
I think Boimler loved that. I think that was like something that he's wanted to do since he was like a tiny little Boimler boy, growing up on a raisin vineyard, No, he got a taste of that life, that captain life, and I think his arc this season is very much about like, okay, how can I get back to that? And like that was me at my best. How can I be even more of my best? And I don't want to give anything away, but basically he starts to emulate someone that he really looks up to, and he tries to emulate this person to the letter, to hilarious results. And it is
Based on my
hijinks
performance.
ensue.
Yeah.
No, but it is it's one of my favorite arcs you've ever written for him, Mike. It's really really cool, and I don't want to spoil anything, but something physically changes within him throughout the course of the season, and it was such a fun thing to see, and I can't wait for
His heart grows like the Grinch. That's the physicality.
Yeah.
And you can see it.
You can see it through the uniform.
Yeah.
The first episode, he steals Christmas. It's
Spoilers.
really nuts. I'm sorry.
Gives it back in episode 2, so it's kind of anticlimactic.
That's so Boimler.
Yeah, it's very Boimler to steal Christmas.
Boimler.
Give it right back.
Noel,
Hello.
Star Trek Lower Decks is hilarious, but also this character-driven, at its heart, so true to Star Trek. And your character, this devotion, obligation to Starfleet versus to her family. Tell me a little bit about where we pick up with Tendi when the show starts, and what's her dynamic with the rest of the cast now that things are just different.
Well, we start the season with her on Orion, and she's not happy about it. And I think this season is really Tendi coming to terms with her past and this part of herself that she tried to get away from. She pursued another path, and then eventually I think she comes to learn that it is a part of her history, and it's something that is good about her, and we see her grow through that and maybe integrate some of her piratey shadow self. We get to see her be a badass and maybe inspiring people along the way.
Yeah, she's kind of like, it's like sort of like Worf's stories in TNG, where it's like, is he Starfleet or is he Klingon? That's kind of, Tendi's path as well. And we walk down a slightly different one, but it feels good. Like, it's cool to watch what Tendi goes through.
It's cool because I think a lot of people can relate to having, like parts of themselves that were not accepted in their, like they're born into a situation that doesn't feel like them. They have a dream, they go and pursue it, and then oftentimes you come back. It's like a hero's journey.
You miss home too. Yeah,
you miss
it's
home,
interesting. It's a balance.
You lose an agreement with your family, and then you get stuck on your home
sister makes
planet.
you come back on your home
yeah,
planet.
exactly,
We've all
totally.
been there.
We've all been there.
Relatable.
Eugene,
Hi.
related to this, how is Rutherford handling being away from his best friend / best, maybe a little bit more than that.
Oh, he's good. Why?
Oh, he's fine. He's over it.
Yeah.
There's
No,
blood
why?
coming out of your nose, dog.
Did something else happen?
You seem stressed, man.
No. Everything's great. Everything is great. Couldn't be better. I think it's one of those amazing things that happen that you get to see in the show this year. That is like, oh, I've been so focused on doing the best that I can, and then when you lose, like, I don't know, like you're the person that you've enjoyed that with, the most is gone. It's just not as fun. So he's just not having as much fun as he usually is. Still perky, because you can't not be when you're Rutherford, but he's definitely a little bit edgier this season than not. So, yeah. But at the same time, it is kind of nice to see Rutherford, like, we're not necessarily worried about the will they, won't they for a little bit, and you can actually see them develop as individuals.
Incredible. I mean, time goes by, characters grow, things change. We've seen that most of all, perhaps, Tawny, with your character, her relationship with her mother, accepting this promotion. Tell me, is she at peace with it? Does she want to go full career, perhaps?
I don't think Mariner's ever at peace with anything, because then we wouldn't have
anything?
much of a show. No, have her at peace. At peace? What kind of a comedy has someone at peace? No, but she definitely has to figure out her leadership style. She gets an example of how she doesn't want to lead, for sure. She has to figure out how to be in charge of people who are also maybe charmingly insubordinate, just like she once got to be. But yeah, she's on her way towards making peace with it. I'll say that.
Mike,
Yeah.
the captain of the ship, the man who makes things happen. Tell me a little bit about this being the final season and having a responsibility, maybe, to either send it home or to allow the adventure to continue forever and ever up into eternity. What kind of finale can we look forward to?
I mean, I was a big baby. I didn't want to do like a final season that felt like, a big goodbye kind of thing. And then as it was going, as we were writing it, that felt unfair to fans. So, this season does serve to be a great season of Lower Decks, where we do great Star Trek stuff, really funny episodes, just, all the stuff you love of Lower Decks. And then as we get to the end of the season, it doesn't feel like we've just like stopped it. It's not like a movie where it's like the end, and then the credits roll. It's more like, Eugene, you'll get this. You're a big Taylor Swift fan.
Huge.
It's
I'm
more
ready.
of like an era, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Lower Decks, the show, is one era for these characters. They were there before, and they're going to go on and do all sorts of interesting stuff after, and there's little hints of what that awesome stuff is. But Lower Decks, these 50 episodes, we get to see this part of their lives where they started in one place and they ended up in another, and we got to be there for it, and we got to see them grow as people and as friends and as Starfleet officers and experience awesome stuff and laugh the whole time. So I'm really proud of what we all did with this show, and especially this season, because it does feel final and it feels satisfying, but it does not feel like it's the end.
Spoken like a
That was
true
really
Swiftie.
great.
Yeah, I love it.
Really great.
As Taylor Swift would say, well, Eugene, you say it. I don't know.
Yeah,
You're
no,
better.
as Taylor Swift would say, Mike has brought it home every season, and every season has been amazing, and this one is one for the books. So, Taylor Swift, we love you.
So let's all sing the Taylor Swift
Yeah.
song, One for the Books.
One for the books.
Oh, I hope that's really a real song.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Seems like it.
She has
Just
a
a
lot of them.
Quick
there
change in the
is
top hat.
There is a future for these characters, and I think there's a future. Obviously, Tawny, you have the mysterious live-action show that we can't talk about. No one knows what it is. And we've also got Starfleet Academy. Is there anything you can tease about your future behind the scenes in Star Trek?
I guess my future behind the scenes is that I'm never really trying to do anything actually behind the scenes. So yeah, I'll be in my show that I'm developing, and we're writing it until they tell us to stop writing it. So hopefully they'll like it, and as soon as they don't, I'll go home.
No, what more can you ask?
Yeah, I love to be wanted in a place.
You're not writing it from home?
No, I drive to Santa Monica every day. No. No, I write it from home and then I email it to the appropriate parties.
Looking back at 5 years of Lower Decks, fantastic, tremendous animation. But if there's one episode that you would like to see a live action version of, is there one in particular? And please let it not involve pooping spiders.
Oh no, I'd prefer that. I mean, I feel like maybe Eugene and I might be saying the same thing.
Yeah.
Me too,
Twin
with Twin
Twains.
Twains.
Yeah.
I want to do that.
I want to do it too.
Live
Every convention
on stage with Eugene.
Every
I want
convention
to fight over a bonsai tree.
Yeah.
And I want to do twin twaining.
Yeah.
You see so many Twains at the cons. Like a group of like 7 Twains will just be walking through being like, dare I say, blah, blah, blah. It's wild. It's my favorite thing.
And what that means is they're having a full-on argument.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like the girls trip episode where you guys and Talin all went to Orion and had to be undercover. I think that'd be a cool live action episode to do.
Yeah.
A bunch of Orions all over the place.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
If I don't know it for a fact, but I'm sure if you comb through the video, there will be some Twains down there in the
Yeah.
background.
I know there are.
Any Twains in the house?
Any
You
twins?
need 2. If it's one Twain, that's not a twin.
Oh.
You know,
Yeah. You need
so
twin twain.
He's lost.
Find another Twain find a friend to twin Twain with you when you're at the con.
So, if your characters could time travel, so it can't be from the Lower Decks era, could time travel to another Star Trek ship and be Lower Deckers there, where would they go?
I mean, these guys already did it.
We already kind of did that. So what about y'all?
Where do you guys want to go?
Yeah, where do you want to go?
Where's
Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Where's Taylor Swift?
Taylor
She could probably show up on Enterprise.
There's surely a ship named after her.
I'm surprised. Has she ever been on Star Trek?
I don't know.
She would be a great.
You're surprised? Is that what you said?
I don't know. It just seems like she would have been on. She seems like she'd
Iggy
want
Pop
to have
was on Star
dominated
Trek.
that.
I mean,
Iggy Pop was
The
on
Rock
Star
was on
Trek.
Star Trek.
Barack was?
Yeah, it's very
Guess
fun.
what he played? Space wrestler. It
Oh yeah.
Wait, this is before
wrestler.
he was president?
was on Voyager.
No. The Rock.
The Rock.
Not Barack.
Not Barack.
Hold on.
I love you so
That's
much.
the live action Star
Yeah,
Trek
yeah,
episode
yeah, yeah.
I want to see.
This is
Yeah.
Star Trek Lower Decks.
That's it.
We premiere on
that's it.
October 24th. We've got Barack.
We got Barack Obama.
We love Taylor Swift.
We got
Yeah.
We got Barack.
We have Barack. This is
I was like,
the
yeah,
future
he's
America.
so intergalactic.
Vote Democrat.
Remember
Before he was
Please.
president.
Remember that Voyager
This could
episode
not
where
have
Barack Obama was on?
Yeah.
He played a wrestler.
He played a wrestler.
And he was like, Janeway?
And then after that, he was like, I need to get into politics. I'm so happy right now.
He's like, sci-fi's for the
It sucks when your
birds.
day peaks early and you're like, the rest of the day just.
Yeah, it's all downhill from here.
Coffee.
I'm so happy right now.
Now I can't stop thinking about Barack Obama and Robert Picardo having a
Just
conversation.
Wow.
And
2 holograms.
And I think, as Taylor Swift would say, watch Star Trek Lower Decks Season 5 premiering on October 24th.
Thank you.
More tired than I was.
Awesome. Thank you so
Sorry we
much.
took that over.
Also,
No, that was perfect.
I might have. You can do the outro. I don't know. We didn't cut, so that was just me
the
doing a
outro.
bit.
That was perfect.
I didn't mean to
I
hijack your
cannot
outro.
top that. I can't follow that. Okay. Okay. So, in a
Jessica?
perfectly natural segue
Whoa.
to the next question.
Please.
There's one more question
Let's
that's
do it.
completely
Let's go.
Noel and Eugene. You guys didn't get to do live action yet.
You're right.
Do you wanna?
Yeah.
Sure.
Of course. I'll take any job.
I know it took me
What are
a
you
couple of
talking
years.
about,
Yeah, I think it took a couple of years. Like when it first happened, everybody's like, "Will you be green?" And I was like, "I don't like makeup on me. Like I don't want things on my skin."
green right now.
But then you know after the after the strike, I was like, "I'll be green, whatever." Like, I just gotta work. We need some work.
I emailed my agents. Give me a procedural. I don't care. I'll play a boring DA. I don't care.
I
wanna be a
got
green
some
Wait,
DA.
I'm writing a show called The Boring DA.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah.
Can she be stern-faced and no nonsense?
As long as she's boring.
Can I do the music?
Yeah, dude.
What?
Sing it, Taylor Swift. They'll have to cut it
Taylor
out of
Swift.
it. What about a live action episode where they go to the White House for a concert? I don't know why I'm digging back into that, but it felt good.
But yeah, I would love to be on the live act. The crossover was done so well that I was like, oh, me too, please, you know, and it was great, and it'd be amazing to be
Also,
to have that.
I miss live action acting. Like, I miss doing that.
You miss moving your body and people seeing it.
People seeing it and being in physical space. Because in the booth, I'll like act everything out, and then I'm just like, I just look crazy.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks for all wanting to do live action.
Mike,
You can use both. What if you could use our
You-
voices and our bodies?
We like it too.
What?
We
What
like
do you want? What do you want to
voices,
know?
Yeah, no, we love
Don't you
yapping
have
in a
a live action
closet.
show you refuse to put any of us in?
too. Yapping.
What?
I haven't picked it up yet.
Oh.
okay.
You can all be.
Mike, you clearly have a tremendous rapport with your cast, as we have seen today.
I love these guys.
So when you're writing after 5 seasons, how much do you even have to write? And how much do you go, I know that they can do it on the day?
You know, I do have to write the whole thing. And I will say, when we first started, it was like, oh, I'm gonna have to make them say Star Trek things. And now I'm writing up to them the whole time. Now I'm like, oh, I know this is something they're gonna love to do. They're gonna be so funny at this. They're gonna be emotional at this. So I think I know what you're asking. It is more fun to write the show now because I can really hear how they're gonna have fun with it. And then because of that, you want to give them new stuff to like, you know, try and see how they take it, because I never quite know how they're gonna play with it and how they're gonna bend it. And I find that like as much as we're laughing, we're also telling real Trek stories. And I do feel the only time I'm feeling bad is when there's a block of like engineering jargon for Eugene, where like he's gonna have to rattle off some like plasma injector stuff and have it be funny. But you never punish me for it, dude. So I think.
Oh no, I mean, I've
Going to right now.
I've loved it. I just have to always remember that the very end of it has to end up.
Yeah,
I'll do the whole
Yeah.
thing, and then at the very end, I got to make sure I do this.
Yes,
And if I don't, then we're in trouble.
Yes.
And I'm sure it will prepare you for if you need to get cast on a medical show and have to talk
yeah.
about
Oh, yeah.
10
Yeah, yeah,
cc's
yeah.
of this and that.
20
Yeah, but
season
if I-
medical
We know all the
procedure.
CCs.
If I was on a procedural like that and I was that guy, I'd be down. I'd be down with the dead body eating the sandwich
But
and
also,
going like, yeah, I'll tell you about it.
But hold on, if you were a doctor on a show and you went up at the end, I'd be terrified.
We need a curved endotracheal tube. Stat?
This man's about to die.
this guy's gonna die, and there's nothing we can do.
I'm so scared.
That's tremendous bedside manner bedside manner can be too good.
Yeah.
Well, thank you all so much. The show has been incredible, continues to be incredible. Whatever
Thank you.
happens next, for all of you on and off camera in Star Trek, I can't wait to be there to see it.
Thank you
you,
so
man.
much.
Very much.
Thank you.
Catch Star Trek Lower Decks on Paramount Plus.
That's me. No, I'm Twain. Switch costumes, you ignominious pretender.
You're more stubborn than a Senate mule.
Scratch,
Tarnation!
Fancy
I
pants,
say
big
you are
city
incorrect, sir.
lawyer.